И никогда Макрон, когда
And
он
never does
следует
Macron,
подключить все русские
when he is
силы,
shouting with foam at the mouth that Russians must comply with the UN Charter and international law. Never does he recall that, contrary, for instance, to the resolutions of the UN General Assembly and the will of the populations of several African territories, they continue to retain pieces of these territories under their control. Apparently, they like to vacation there. It's beautiful after all, with palm trees. You won't find such scenery in Paris, of course, where there is filth and crime. Therefore, we remind our UN colleagues that if you speak of resolving matters in accordance with the UN Charter, then, as a principal administrative body, be so kind as to approach the Charter in its entirety and in the interconnection of its principles. And the principle of self-determination is linked to the principle of territorial integrity. This connection is very clearly established in the General Assembly's 1970 Declaration on Principles of International Law concerning friendly relations and cooperation among states. It states that territorial integrity must be respected only for those states whose governments observe the principle of self-determination and, by virtue of this, represent the entire population residing in the respective territory. Zelensky and his clique represent the population of southeastern Ukraine. Never, not under any circumstances. And when the Secretary General now says that the Ukrainian crisis must be resolved on the basis of relevant resolutions, he refers to those resolutions passed over the past 3 years. Resolutions that are rabidly Russophobic and were adopted by votes of those who were blackmailed, threatened, or coerced by the West. But the resolutions I have just mentioned, the ones affirming that states must represent their entire populations in order to be respected, were adopted by consensus. And that consensus has not been revoked.
Представлять весь народ на своей территории – это консенсус, который никто не отменял.